Ladies and gentlemen, our following contest is brought to you by TMP Plumbing. 4 by 3 minute rounds boxing rules in the super middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Shady Chabib out of the Sydney Fight Gym with an official weight of 76.30 kilograms. Wearing the blue trunks with white. 8 fights and fighting out of Sefton, New South Wales. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Moreno Miria. And across the ring is this man's opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Steve Karlusic and the team out of Melbourne Knights Boxing Gym with an official weight of 75.80 kilograms, wearing these silver trunks with black, a professional fight record, 1 fight, 1 win, and fighting out of Essendon, ladies and gentlemen, Dante Karlusic. When the action begins, your man in charge in centering, Jeff Eddy.
Touch them up. All right, just remember, guys, you listen to my instructions at all times and you protect yourself at all times, okay? Good luck to both of you. Just go back to your corner and I'll call you at the bell. Nadal.
The picturesque shot of the Melbourne Pavilion as we get ready to go in round number 1 here. Karlusic versus Miria.
Red one.
Melbourne versus Sydney. Karlusic, red gloves, silver trunks, black trim. Miria, blue trunks, white trim. Now, I called Karlusic in his pro debut, a class performance that was. And he looks to be just as polished this time out with that straight right hand down the tube. Peter Miria with the experience, 7 fights. Dante Karlusic with just the 1.
Yeah, he looks absolutely sharper than a set of Ginsu knives is Dante Karlusic tonight.
Karlusic, the 1-2-1. Sitting on the punches nicely, good balance as well.
Big thank you to TMP Plumbing. TMP Plumbing for bringing this fight to us here this evening at Ultimate Legends.
See Miria. Gloves up, plastered to the side of the head. Karlusic is still thumping through those gloves. He'll hit the glove and it still reverberates through the head of Miria.
Maria's not going to be able to withstand those and keep those hands up if this fight goes the distance.
Karlusic will bang away to the head and then drop to the body. He'll look to open areas up on Miria like that. There's that dipping body shot. So smack away at the gloves. Even if the gloves are high, the opponent still sticks them high up on the head, and then you create that space under the elbow to rip to the body. So it's exactly what Karlusic is doing. A nice uppercut off the lead, digs to the body, level changing. Miria doesn't know what angles the attacks are coming at. And again, I've said it before, the best form of defence is offence. I think he's got to throw, or else Karlusic's going to have his way with him.
Peter Moreno Miria trying to find an opening, but so far just being manhandled by Dante Karlusic. Karlusic moving around lightly on his feet, keeping that jab, keeping him at distance.
Doing all the right things, Miria, though. Keeping the head moving, sitting back not too far forward. Chin's up a bit high, though. So it's going to be... Dante's going to take full advantage of that if he leaves those hands down momentarily.
Good left right there. Just softening Miria up. Only a few seconds left in the first round. This is a 4 by 3 minute round.
It's in for round number 1, Ultimate Legends. Our major sponsors,
Dominant performance
Kings of
on
Combat.
the red corner.
Please add
Dante
the combat
Karlusic.
on Instagram and
Be happy
Facebook
with
to
his
find out
performance. Solid.
what is happening in the
Sat
world
down on
of
the
Kings
punches,
of
rolled
Combat.
the shoulders
Your
nicely,
main
had
event on
great
the card,
balance.
Karim Mazzala, Goran
Maintained
Babic.
range control the whole way
Main
through.
event,
Good work,
Jitima
Dante
Mukhtar,
Karlusic.
Steffi Lee Cutting. Still to come, the battle of the super heavyweights over 300 kilograms in center ring. Filasika Kabayenga taking on Fred Terapita.
Seconds down, come on. Come on, brother.
Karlusic, ready to rock and roll.
Look.
Mourinho, Miria. Big right hand to open. Oh, beautiful left hook there from Miria. Lands on the hands of Karlusic. Good engagement here in this second round. Both fighters applying a little bit more pressure than the first.
Peter Miria now starting to throw some more shots with more conviction. Karlusic not to be deterred. He's happy to fire back and accommodate.
Nice uppercut there from Karlusic. Good jabs. Firing off before Miria can set. Miria resets. Swing and a miss. Karlusic moving in. Good handwork there. Landing on the gloves of Miria, but still initiating, deciding where the confrontation is going to take place and what will happen is Karlusic.
Double jab. Nicely done, Karlusic again. Clear, smiling. He's happy to mix it up in there. Nice hook from Miria this time. So it's identified that hook potentially as being an opening on Karlusic, but the reaction time's not as quick. Red corner, Dante Karlusic. He's pumping the jab.
Nice right hand there.
That right hand is a classic example of throw, sat down on the punch, threw with good power, balanced himself beautifully. One of the fighters I like that does something very similar is Mitch Leake, is current Aussie champ. Balances nicely, throws with good power. Karlusic again, pops, rolls. Well done. From the Melbourne Knights boxing gym. Lucky's got that right hand up. Karlusic now closing up his defensive zones as well. Aware that Miria is going to try and find him, and he's caught him with the hook earlier, so that's good maturity there from Karlusic to close up that guard.
Yeah, Karlusic just showing good fight IQ, keeping the work rate high, initiating first, not letting Miria get set. Mourinho keeps trying to find a moment to attack, and by the time he's ready to fire, there you have it. Karlusic has already taken advantage and fired off his own shots. Good right hand there. The mouth guard comes out of Karlusic, and that's the end of the round.
That is the end of a round number 2 on schedule.
That's actually
4
Maria's
rounds.
mouth guard.
There you go, Mourinho lost his mouth guard.
Mourinho, Miria. This one brought to you by TMP
Punched
Plumbing.
so
As a
hard he knocked
reminder,
his own mouth guard
the
out.
silent auction is closing at 10:30. Also, if Jared Champion is in the house, can you please go to the front door? Jared Champion, head to the front door. Seconds out.
Come on, Blue. Come on. Head out outside,
Round 3.
Here we go. Third round of 4. Miria coming in a little bit late. And by contrast, Karlusic was standing in his corner dancing to the music here tonight at the Melbourne Pavilion. So, you know, Karlusic just loose, confident, initiating, taking the attack to Miria. Miria sort of on his back foot a little bit, seeming a little bit slow. Doesn't seem to have the confidence that he started with.
Trying to roll that overhand, Miria. But Karlusic straight and accurate with his punching. Miria is tough and he's withstood some heavy shots now on his bike, moving around, cutting angles, but he should be circling to his right because he's circling into the power side of Karlusic with the right hand. He wants to step off a little to his right and then throw right Miria. Karlusic just range control with that jab and then unloads with that right hand. Even on the glove, you still feel the power. They've trained him up an absolute treat, Dante Karlusic, the boys at the Melbourne Knights boxing gym, trained by his dad, Steve Karlusic. So, saw a lot of passion, a lot of hard work. No slacking off when Dad's in the corner.
That's it.
The second time it's come out. If it comes out again, I'll take a point off, okay? Keep them outside.
Warning from Jeff Eddy to Moreno.
Okay.
Don't let your mouth guard fall out a third time. Moreno looks over to his corner for reassurance. Not looking confident. Still firing good shots, but being picked apart by the superior art that Dante Karlusic brings to this sport.
Time.
The mouth guard comes out again. Jeff Eddy made a promise, and he's going to keep the promise, I think.
Going to deliver. Point off for the mouth guard coming out.
Here it comes.
1 point, mouth guard out. 1 point, mouth guard out.
If it was a 50-50 bet, it certainly is all the way of Karlusic by now.
Time in.
And here we go. Karlusic feeling confident. Karlusic starting to put combinations together. He can smell blood in the water.
He's going to look to punch that mouth guard out again, I reckon, Karlusic. It's an easy way of getting points.
That's it. And you can see Moreno is just biting down on that thing every time he gets punched. Doesn't want to risk it. Moreno not light on his feet. Still bouncing, but not moving fluidly. Firing off to nowhere. Still tough, still in this fight. Creeping forward, but with his hands down. Big left. Karlusic left, right. Karlusic so sharp, right in the pocket here tonight.
And
down goes that mouth guard, Hammer.
Sorry, man. It's over.
It's all over.
It's all over, ladies and gentlemen.
Jeff Eddy, I think, just spared us from the inevitable. So, Peter Miria, mouth guard dropped out. In the centre referee's opinion, he looked like he didn't want to be there. So he said, no muss, that's it. And Dante Karlusic from the Melbourne Knights boxing gym, trained by Steve Karlusic, gets another big win to the record. So 2-0 he goes. Maintains the perfect record.
Can I please have a representative from TMP Plumbing to ringside?
Fourth time is...
Big shots were thrown. He gave it his all, Peter Miria, but in the end, Jeff Eddy just thought, that'll do. The mouth guards come out. He wasn't, the body language wasn't that he wanted to be there.
Dante was really just starting. It was almost like he was getting stronger as the fight went on.
Batting practice,
more accurate.
Batting practice for Dante Karlusic. And a class act. We look forward to seeing a lot more of him as he gets another win on this Ultimate Legends promotion here tonight. John DeBacoli will call them in to centre ring and make it all official. Go through the formalities because we must. We must do that. John DeBacoli will deliver the news. The maestro.
The maestro himself.
Will stretch the vocal cords.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes and 35 seconds into round number 3. Your referee, Jeff Eddy, called a stop to this contest, declaring your winner via TKO, Dante